I love that smell. I couldn't let the next guy get it. Right there, you can see the difference. I'm not the how-to guy. Every time the camera turns on, I'm not gonna get on here and try to say, do this and give you all these little hacks. But you see it, guys, look at this. Not eliminated, I got that thing just locking up, barely moving. Good morning, YouTube. It's Eric with Precision Pressure Wash, and we are coming at you with another video today, guys. We're headed to Kissimmee, Florida for a pool deck, a driveway, and some drip edge. Nothing crazy. I wasn't expecting to work today. It's Wednesday. I usually keep it light because I go out and fish on Wednesday night. Boat's here because I was fishing yesterday. I'll be fishing tomorrow. And then I got a huge tournament this weekend, a 2-dayer. I really need the money, so I'm really trying to take this serious and find the winning fish. I think it'll take at least 25 pounds a day, but I'm thinking 26, 27 a day, 52 to 55 pounds for 2 days. That's what I think it's gonna take. Last year on this tournament, we had the 25 on day one, and then we dropped the ball on day two. We got paid, but barely. That is not what I'm trying to accomplish this year. But yeah, I thought I'd just jump on here and do a little intro. This guy couldn't wait till next week, so I'm going ahead and I'm gonna do it. It's definitely hot down here lately. I think it's hot everywhere. I said it in my last video. I do have another video I'm working on that I'll try to get out by Friday. Another roof job. I guess you guys are probably getting sick and tired of seeing me do roofs. But today something's a little different. I don't have to do the screen enclosure, thank God. So I might not get covered in it, but there's no wind. There's no clouds. It's gonna be hot. It's already humid. You see me, I'm sweating already, guys. I'm just out here chilling out. Just got done hooking up the trailer, moving the boat around, and this is it. So I don't know if I'm gonna do truck talk. Obviously, if I get caught in traffic and I'm bored and I need to vent, I'll get on here, but if you don't see me in the truck, I'll see you on the job, guys. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, we're on site. I'm here. Traffic was a little bad. Looks like they put that coating on the top. I'm not sure. Whenever they do that, it makes me nervous on cleaning it with the high pressure. But we're here. You guys can see these tanning spots. Let me get this thrown over here. Anyway, so we're here. We're gonna clean the soffits, drip edge. As you can see, there's heavy oxidation. It looks like maybe somebody's hit it with pressure in the past. Obviously that stuff right there on the drip edge is gonna come off. But as far as like some of this discoloration on this fascia and stuff, it almost looks like it got hit with pressure. Especially right there, you can almost see the wand marks. And on the stucco up there. Anyways, we're here to clean it, so we're gonna get it clean. Definitely gonna pre-wet that. I don't know what we got going on here. That could be a problem. Anyways, wow. Moving around to the back, we got all this. I mean, that stuff's gonna come off. The black stuff there, but in the front it definitely looks like, see, you can see right there though, there is some oxidation. It's going to be night and day difference. And then back here we got just the deck. A few broken screens. Alright guys, so yeah, it's a little rough on the floor here. Nothing that we can't handle. I'm not gonna move all this furniture out. I can definitely tell this is the low spot over here. So we'll probably move the stuff here, this side, wash all this, and then slide stuff back. This I can't move. These things are super heavy. Oh, we got a little tack dog. These I will just move around while I'm cleaning. They're not heavy. That one looks heavy. Yeah, that one's a little heavier. I do what I can do, guys. I'm not gonna leave anything dirty, but yeah, like that, I can just set that right out the screen. Same thing with those. The big ones on the corners, I'm not moving those out. Can't do it. But yeah, that's it. We'll move a little bit of stuff up here out, wash up in here first, and then kind of move stuff back. It's just going to be one of those things, guys, where you just got to kind of think about it before you just start going. And as long as you think about it and come up with a plan, it should go smooth. Should. Anyways, all right, so to me, the back deck looks like it's the worst out of everything. Like, man, this is gonna clean up real good, guys. And the spots where you see it real dark, that's almost like where the paint's completely gone. And whenever it's just plain concrete, it really gets dirty. But it's gonna be night and day. This will be a transformation here. And as for this stuff, like, usually, guys, I would wash stuff like this, but this stuff, I'm afraid if I wash it, it'll fall apart. You know what I mean? So we leave well enough alone and just move them. I'll probably go ahead and definitely pick up these branches and bag them, because you can't clean around this, guys. But yeah, good little project. Wasn't planning on working today because I fish on Wednesdays and it's my run around and just do loose end stuff, but this had to be done, so I'm here doing it. I guess we'll be using this spigot over here. That's good. All right, guys, I don't know what else to talk about on the initial walkthrough. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I use the 12 volt on this? You saw in my last video how easy it was. I'm thinking if I go with the 12 volt here, just go straight 3% for the pre and post, because guys, this is 100% post treat. Now, I can get away with the post up here with just a pump up sprayer, since it's literally only the sidewalk up here. I don't know, we'll see. I gotta go ahead and get the driveway done, because they're not allowed to park in the street in here, and then he can move his truck back. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, just getting set up here. I've come up with the game plan. So my game plan on this one is I'm gonna wash. I'm gonna use the downstream mix. I'm gonna wash from that corner to the back screen, because I gotta do the the drip edge. Come around, wash the whole front, pre-treat the driveway before I wash it so it can dwell. Then I'm gonna clean the concrete. Then I'm gonna go back there and get into that pool deck. It's gonna be a huge transformation. I've already moved a few things around, but there's still a lot of stuff to do back there. But I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do to mix this. Up there, I'm opting on the walkway just to post treat with the pump up. So this is what I'm gonna do. I only brought these 5 gallons of SH. Okay, we're about to clean this. And then I'm gonna add some on here while it's not full. to save a little bit in case I need it for the pump up. One dash. Just set that here until it's time. That's it, guys. That's all you got to do. That's how you mix downstream with the 2.1. I'm going to run the whole 250 of pressure hose. Might turn the revs down a little bit on the cement pre-treat, but nothing crazy. I guess now all there is to do is pull some hose and get the water turned on. So guys, stay tuned. I'm going to figure out the best way to get the best footage without making my job take forever, but stay tuned and we'll get this thing blown out. All right guys, I got all my hoses pulled how I want them. They're pretty solid. I don't think I'll have to renegotiate them. I've got my ball valve pulled around to the back corner, so I'm going to turn this thing on. We're going to start pre-wetting around the 3 sides of the house, and then I'll probably come right back around to where I started wetting to start the soap. Stay tuned. Try to keep y'all with me as much as possible, but it is hard sometimes, so you got to bear with me. There's be times where I have to set this down because holding it just gets heavy. So I'm gonna set you here for a second till I get this thing rolling, and then I'll scoop you back up when I come walking up. Just a good coat of water on it. Now I'm gonna set you guys right here for a sec. bad oxidation, guys, so you gotta wet the crap out of it before you put chem on there. Guys, it's not hard to clean it when it's oxidized. You just gotta wet it first. That's it. It's always hard when you got all these lights out here, guys. Look at this. It's got it. It really sucks. Stuff you gotta do, guys. Alright, man, let's do this. I'm gonna go all the way to the back so I can pull my hose. Give all that a pre-wet a little bit just so I can wrap the corner. You already know there's going to be stuff getting on the screen. Give that a little hit. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't supposed to work today. But I can't just pass up for sure money like that. It's a pretty good ticket. I am still gonna fish tonight. I'm just gonna be a little bit more tired. That's it. I will be fishing tomorrow. Or maybe I won't do it tomorrow and I'll do it Thursday. I don't know. Or Friday, I mean. Today's Wednesday, guys. I don't know if I said that. Anyways, that's my total pre-wet. I guess I'll go over there. You see how I got my bypass just draining. I don't like having all that water in my tank. I don't ride around like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, restart the video because this clip is getting long, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna plug that in. Then we're gonna walk around this corner and go ahead and start soaping. Stay tuned. All right, I'm gonna go drop it in the soap. Let's go get this thing done, guys. Come on. God, it's such a mushy spot, man. Feel bad for the long guy. All right, so there's all that black stuff we're here to clean. I'm not here to clean the house. You gotta wet it because you're gonna get soap on it. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna show you in real time how long it takes for soap. This is real time, 250 foot of hose. Revs all the way up, 2.1 injector, 4 GPM, guys. This is real time. I'll tell you when it feel like it's getting there. I can feel it. There it is. All right, guys. So now, try to stand back so I don't get this on the camera. And we're just gonna walk down, do a good coat. We will go ahead and blast those mud daubers. Just cause. That's it. A good coat on there. And then we'll just start right here on this corner. We're back for a second. I'm going to clean the garage. Alright, so now I'm going to set you down for a split second while I negotiate these hoses. Trying to keep the lens clean, guys. I'm notorious for getting stuff on there and don't even know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just wash the rest of this piece right here with you guys sitting right here. Let's move it around to the side. Last side I'm gonna treat. I'll probably come back and rinse the front first, to be honest. But first, we gotta get all these hoses around all these lights. People don't film how hard this is. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're going to start here, fly cam, moving forward to the front. Light coat on that, just to clean it. I'm going to let it just soak down there. See what happens. Nothing crazy. If I could put it in the game form with a light little, I will. But that stuff's pretty severe. Alright, so that's the house, 3 sides, treated. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is go ahead, put my X-Jet nozzle on, and I'm gonna rinse this front real quick. Alright guys, I moved it back here. This is one of those jobs, I say it, that you're just not happy with because it doesn't turn out perfect, but there's nothing you can do about it when the oxidation was so bad. Like, I'm rinsing that off, guys, but I'm scared to even get close to it, to be honest. I did make the homeowner aware that this is really bad and that the black streaks that he was seeing when I pulled off, that might not come off, but alright, we're moving along. What I'm going to do now is treat the rest of the driveway so we can knock that out. Actually, I got to go rinse that other side. So that's what we're going to do right now. Stay tuned. I'm just going to set you guys up. Just pulling the hose and trying to hold, I can't do it. The lights are just screwing me up. So we'll do it this way. Alright, y'all, what we're about to do right now is we are going to pre-treat this cement, concrete, whatever you want to call it. So to do this, I'm going to go down and I'm going to turn my revs down a little bit, check my soap level. I'm going to stay with the house wash mix. I like the soap. And I don't know how long we'll let it dwell, but I'm going to put a nice coat on. I can move fast with my surface cleaner. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, we got the revs turned down. See how long it takes to pull the soap. I'm gonna put a really good coat down. I know I'm gonna have to post treat with the pump up over there. That's not a big deal. We do have surfactant in there today. I'll try to get a good satisfying driveway clean, guys. Now I did already soap this a little bit ago, but I'm going to go ahead and hit it again. Just because this is the worst spot. Now, I got all my hose pulled off, so I'm going to try to do it where I don't have to stop, set you guys down, and then renegotiate stuff. I'm trying to keep this seamless. It's easier for the editing, if you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, I wasn't expecting to work today, but I couldn't let the next guy get it. He said if I couldn't get it done by the 1st, he would have to find someone else, and I'm pretty booked up currently. Not just with pressure washing though, guys. I'm doing landscaping and stuff. I love that smell. I never pre-treat gutters. There has been times where I post-treat them, but never with the 12 volt. It's usually with the pump up. More control. But you see it, guys. Look at this. That eliminator got that thing just locking up, barely moving. So yeah, I guess it can help on cement. It's not necessary. Look at that. Look at the reaction. It's working really good. I'll probably go ahead and hit this up a little bit more here. Like I said, guys, I want to go fast with the surface cleaner today. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm in a hurry. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can see this stuff reacting really good, guys. Look at that. That's just a downstream mix, guys. 2.1 injector. Look what it's doing. Go ahead, put this edge shrink nozzle on so I can start pulling clean. Then I'm going to go turn the revs back up and start this cleaning, guys. and trim these in real quick. Crazy with the tracing in. I'm just gonna not even pull out the turbo today. That thing just makes a freaking mess, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to clean this sidewalk first. Alright, let's get this taken care of. So here's where we are. We've done the sidewalk. We've done one pass right there. You can see the difference. So now we're going to go ahead and get set up right here. Alright, I'm going to hit this little front porch real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and set the tripod there to get a better shot on this. See those tanning spots that I was talking about. It's not going to be no big deal over here. We'll be able to spray it with the pump up, and it will actually be able to sit on there and do its thing without drying, just because of how shady it is right here. Damn, you guys can't really see, but I'm going to go ahead and set it there. I'm not going to rinse this section yet, guys. I'm going to wait till I do this first panel of the driveway down to that first line. I'm going to get you guys set up right here. I'm pretty sure right here. Alright. Here we go, guys. What I'm going to do now before I move on, guys, is pull the tape. Alright, we're moving along nicely. Again, I don't like that it's all oxidized and that I can't make it look good. Perfect. But I'm so glad I caught the guy here and told him. Alright guys, let's get the rest of this driveway done. Alright guys, I came over here to move the tripod and I wasn't even filming, so that's annoying to say the least, because I did all this and I'm glad I checked. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave it up here because the phone or the camera's in the shade and that's good for it. But I'll get the rest of this on film. Just gonna do a little quick post treat, guys. It's a little hotter than 5, which is fine. But I am gonna come back and rinse this before I go, just because of the stink factor. It is gonna stink. Well, I think it's time to get a new sprayer, guys. Anyways, here we go. We'll get through with this. Alright guys, that's that. Now that I got SH all over my hands, 5%, I'm going to go down here and rinse them off real quick. Came out good. Driveway looks really good. Happy with that. Alright guys, we're moving our show to the back. It's kind of stashed, my surface cleaner. It's a gated community, but you still don't want to leave it out in the truck. It's just too easy. Anyways, I've been back here doing a few things. I'm bringing in the squeegee because it's probably definitely going to be needed. But again, this is where I'm going to start here. Get this piece cleaned on this side of the drain strip. Get all this cleaned out and be able to move some stuff back. I might even go ahead and clean. I never know. I change my mind every time when I start working. So guys, I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's the beginning of it. Starting right here is going to be the beginning stage. So what I'm going to do now is go out there, start it up, and pick back up when I get back here. Alright guys, I'm kind of just start with rinsing debris, so I'll face that way. Alright guys, on to this next phase here. Alright guys, we're making progress. Still a little crazy. We'll make sure I get him out of there before I leave. I've had the post with this. Probably have to hit it again. That was that green stuff. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and try to just hit this one little section right here, get this crap over here, and that way I'll be able to squeegee this standings. We already knew that was gonna be like that. We saw how dirty it was there. So that's the game plan. And set you guys up right here where I don't have to worry about knocking you in the pool, to where you can still see. There you go. All right. Alright, I will come back over here and rinse this stuff, really just for the smell, but I got to give it time to work to where it's, you can see it's just tan raw concrete. Alright guys, that's a wrap here. I was gonna net the pool, but that net is just tore up, guys. I want you to see it so nobody thinks I'm cutting corners. I don't do that. Over here, this took a 5% post on these little spots where all the paint's missing. The stuff really had a good foothold in there, but all the spots you see, that's literally just no paint. It'll lighten up once it's dry. And you know, the little bit of rust and stuff, I wasn't here to treat that. But all in all, man, I don't remember all the specific spots to show you that was really bad for an after, because it was all kind of the same. But there it is. Moved all the stuff around. That furniture, like I said, I would have cleaned it. It ain't even worth cleaning. But it came out good, guys. Anyways, so now I'm gonna go out front, shut her down, wrap all this stuff up, and then I guess I'll probably do a proper walk around in the front. Also, hopefully now that the driveway is totally dry. Stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, we are done. That's a wrap. There's the lines where we left off. Pretty obvious. Still drying, so it will look a little better. But for the most part, this is what it is. Not much is going to change. All right, as far as the house, I'm super glad that when I got here, the homeowner was still here, just leaving. So I could explain that those marks up there weren't going to come off. That it was oxidation. Really, it was just somebody took the pigment of the paint off with high pressure. See, that sucks. That's why I tape them, guys. They're just barely on there. Anyways, we got all that cleaned up. The drip edge, fascia still looks rough, but again, guys, that paint is missing. Here's a little bit of the deck. This thing came out really good for what it was, man. Did underbid this one a little bit, but I'm done now. It'll just be like it never happened in a little bit when I get home. But yeah, the back was a lot worse than expected. And this front, man, look, you can literally see the lawn marks, even on the house up top. That is not good. So, if the HOA was on them about that, they're still gonna be on them. Here's this, still drying. Does smell like chlorine up here, but this was a lot of post-treating on this. And then here, I mean, yeah, we had to rinse it all off. Weren't here for a house wash. These guys, why I tape them, and it's not even because they leak, but a lot of times you'll be and these things will blow open, and there's a little circuit board in there, and it's chlorine is not meant to go in there, so I just do it. But here's this, guys. I'm not gonna walk in there because my boots are muddy. There is a lot of debris in the pool, but the net is a no-go. But look at this, guys. This will be the time to repaint it. It'll be like brand new. But yeah, the only thing I couldn't really move was that umbrella. It's just not worth it. I've moved them before and I've had my kid with me, and it was still hard. So all that's washed. And now we're headed to the house. I'm gonna go ahead and touch base with the customer, and then I'll pick back up in the truck, guys. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. We are done. Headed to the house. Go chill out for a little bit before it's time to go fish. There it is. Look at it. Concrete looks really good, guys. Look at that. No post treat except for the walkway for the tanning. But that's a wrap. I'm not happy with the way that the fascia and all that came out, but there's nothing I can do about it. I let them know before I even started that that was from a pressure washer and that that's not going to clean off. It's a paint thing, but as far as like the driveway and all that's clean. The pool deck was on a 1 to 10. It was like a strong 8, I'd say. But we're headed home now. It's not too hot. It's a little hot. Nothing that we can't handle. We're pretty much adapted now. Like by the end of June like this, your body's already used to it. But that first, man, sometimes even in April it'll hit, but May, it's like Your body's in shock. But now it's good. The only time it really gets me is when I'm on the roof and I got the mask on. I honestly believe like that mask is what really overheats me. I'm serious. I can't. Once it starts getting all full of water and it's hard to breathe, it's just me. I'm going to continue to use it because I do like to taste my dinner and be able to smell things when I get off work. But it is, there's no way around it. Like, you can't win. So for me, if I just got to take a couple more little water breaks throughout the roof job to stay alive, then that's what I'll do. Because guys, I hate not being able to taste or anything with the chlorine taste. It is bad. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's some days where it just gets me. I didn't have my mask. I wasn't expecting it. It just happens. But as far as this month, it was a decent month. We're wrapping up June. I wasn't even really going to do much work in today because I got this big tournament and I'm trying to really focus on this because we haven't won the championship of this yet. We've got all the other awards, but this is the one we want. Not to mention, it freaking pays really good. Yesterday I was out fishing and then I went out to Lakeland and met up with a subscriber who is also a pressure washer, and we looked at a huge commercial job that we put a bid in this morning. I'm not always gonna get excited because I've done so many of these, but we kind of approached it different than I have been. Yeah, guys, YouTube is opening doors. Even if we don't get it, I'm still making connections. I'm networking. It's really changed my approach in the way I look at a lot of stuff, including business. It's also cool every day when I look at my YouTube page and I see that little bit of money just going up. You know, it's not a lot. It's not going to pay any bills yet, but it's something, you know. It's cool. It is cool. I don't care what anybody says. But moving forward, I think next week we're pretty booked up. I don't know if I'm gonna film. I got a paver ceiling. Like, I got so much work next week because I kind of been putting it off from this week that there's not gonna, unless he's with me, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to shoot a lot of videos because it's gonna be one of those weeks where I am like, time is a thing. And then weather. Can't predict the weather. So stay locked in with me. If you're new to the channel, first time seeing me, I try to come out with 2 a week. Sometimes my life gets the best of me and it's only 1 a week of washing. But I try to do vloggy style wash videos, and then I'm not the how-to guy. Every time the camera turns on, I'm not gonna get on here and try to say, do this and give you all these little hacks. That's not what people want. Really, I'm just trying to put on material that I would watch, content that I like. And I know I don't have to sit there and explain and try to, like I'm talking to people that are, because I know a lot of you guys that watch this do wash. And if the people that are watching to learn something, I show enough to where I know you can learn. And then whatever little questions you guys have, you hit me in the comments, I answer them. I answer all my comments. It might take a day, sometimes 2. And that's just because, like I said, guys, life gets me going and it's so busy and I'm not always checking that. When you see me posting and checking and commenting a lot, like, that's not a good thing. That means I'm not busy. So fingers crossed, the momentum just keeps rolling. Everything seems to be just moving along at a good pace. I'm doing landscaping, I'm washing, I'm doing YouTube, trying to squeeze in some fishing. But you guys know the drill. If you like what you see, stay locked in with us, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.